It's 8:31 p.m. on June 7th, 2025, Emily's 18th birthday in their Oregon home. The air should be filled with cake and candles, but instead, silence hangs heavy. Emily, with her curly, tangled hair and wide eyes, stands frozen as her mother, Linda, brings home a stranger. Linda says softly, "From now on, call him your dad." Tom, the man at the threshold, holds a small gift box, his face uneasy. Emily stares, her world crumbling. Linda explains they've loved each other for 4 years, Tom secretly sending money for her school and clothes. Emily, whose biological father died years ago, screams, "You promised no remarriage?" Linda replies firmly, "I want to live for myself now." Tears streaming, Emily runs out. Emily runs to her grandparents' house in the rain, tears mixing with droplets on her face. She sobs out the story, hoping for support. But her grandfather sighs, "We've known for years, dear. Your mom hid it for your sake." He adds that when he was hospitalized, Tom quietly paid the bills, and during Emily's appendectomy, Tom cooked porridge for Linda. Shocked, Emily realizes she only saw her mother's struggles, not Tom's silent love. Her mind spins as she leaves, unsure how to face this truth. The next morning, Emily lives with Linda and Tom in a tense, quiet house. Tom tries to connect, buying her favorite snacks, fixing a broken lamp, scheduling a dentist visit. But Emily avoids him, fearing that calling him dad betrays her late father's memory. Alone in her room, she holds a faded photo of her biological father, tears falling as sunlight streams in. Her heart feels cold, torn between past and present. One night, Emily goes downstairs for water, hearing Linda and Tom in the living room. Linda's voice trembles. "Are you sure about this?" Tom replies with a sad smile. "Yes, I'll get a vasectomy. Emily suffered enough. I don't want her to feel her love is shared. Though I didn't birth her, I want to be her dad fully." Emily freezes behind the door, throat tight, tears falling. She sees Tom's selfless love, realizing her doubts were misplaced. The next morning, Emily places a bowl of noodles before Tom, whispering, "Dad, eat breakfast." Tom looks up, eyes red, while Linda turns away, hiding happy tears. They eat in silence, but warmth begins to grow. Emily helps Tom with dishes, guilt fading into gratitude. She understands Tom doesn't replace her late father, but fills the void with quiet care. A family bond starts to form. 3 years later, on Emily's college graduation day, Tom and Linda stand beside her, snapping a photo under bright sunlight. Their smiles radiate joy. Tom drives her on rainy days, slips money into her wallet silently. Emily no longer feels the pain of her 18th birthday, but sees a new beginning from sacrifice and acceptance. Her family of 3, imperfect yet whole, becomes her home. She cherishes this love beyond blood. Acceptance and gratitude can heal familial wounds, teaching us that love transcends blood, rooted in selfless acts and understanding. Emily's initial anger over Linda's remarriage transformed through Tom's sacrifices, highlighting the power of forgiveness. This underscores the importance of looking beyond broken promises to recognize others' efforts, fostering trust through empathy. The lesson encourages patience and openness, viewing family as a journey of mutual growth where love and sacrifice create lasting bonds, offering profound meaning and reconciliation. It's 6:30 p.m. on May 10, 2014, a mild spring evening in Colorado. Jake, 5, with messy black hair, plays with a toy car in the yard, his energy boundless. His father, Mark, watches with love, despite the growing tension. His mother, Lisa, stumbles in, reeking of whiskey, her gambling debts mounting. Mark tries to calm her, but she yells, shattering a glass. Jake feels the strain, yet Mark's care shields him. Years later, at 10, Lisa's drunk driving accident leaves her paralyzed until 2024. It's 6:30 p.m. on May 10, 2025, a year after Lisa's death in 2024. Jake, now 16, rummages through Mark's desk. He finds a letter from Claire, a co-worker at Mark's firm, hinting at their affair and a plan to move in together. Rage consumes Jake. His father, his anchor, betrayed them. Mark admits it, saying Claire offers stability. Jake storms out, vowing to despise his father, his trust in shards like broken glass. Months later, Claire moves in, her gentle smile irritating Jake. He picks fights, spilling soda on her books, mocking her quiet nature. Claire cries silently, her kindness met with his venom. Mark pleads, but Jake snaps. "She's not my mom." Alone in his room, he punches his pillow, guilt and rage warring over his father's new life. One afternoon, Jake finds Lisa's diary in an attic box, dated May 10, 2014, when he was 5. She wrote of her alcohol and gambling addiction, how Mark and Claire worked tirelessly to pay off her debts, saving their family from ruin. Another entry from 2019, during her paralysis after the accident, reveals Claire's visits, nursing Lisa with unwavering care. Jake breaks down, crying, seeing his father's sacrifice and Claire's hidden devotion. That night, Jake sits with Claire, his voice trembling. "I'm sorry, Mom." Claire's eyes flood with tears. She hugs him tightly. Mark, silent at the table, wipes a tear, his relief evident. Jake learns Claire paid Lisa's debts, worked late to support them. Guilt washes away, replaced by a fragile new bond with his reformed family. A year later, on Jake's 17th birthday, Mark, Claire, and he share a meal. Claire bakes his favorite pie. Mark recounts old family tales. Jake smiles, his anger replaced by gratitude. Claire isn't his mother, but her love fills the void left by Lisa's struggles. He keeps Lisa's diary, a testament to forgiveness and a family reborn. Forgiveness can mend broken family ties, teaching us that love and sacrifice outweigh past mistakes or betrayals. Jake's hatred for Mark and Claire turned to understanding through Lisa's diary, highlighting the power of empathy. This underscores the importance of seeking the truth behind actions, fostering healing through patience. The lesson encourages openness, viewing family as a space for growth, where love redeems and restores, offering profound emotional peace. It's 6 p.m. on July 15, 2024, a warm summer evening in a quiet Montana town. Lily, a 14-year-old girl with braided hair, sits alone in her dimly lit room, her violin resting silently on her lap. Her older brother, Tom, a soldier, left for war 2 years ago, leaving a void in her life. Their mother, overwhelmed by grief, spends her days staring at faded photos of him, her voice a rare whisper. Lily's fingers trace the broken string, a symbol of the music that once filled their home but now feels lost. The summer breeze carries the scent of wildflowers through the open window, yet it brings no comfort. One afternoon, a letter arrives, its official stamp chilling her. Tom is missing, presumed dead. Her mother collapses into tears, and Lily feels the weight of silence pressing down, her violin a mute witness to their sorrow. She clutches it tightly, unsure if she'll ever play again, her heart aching for the brother who taught her every note. Weeks later, a knock interrupts their quiet morning. A man named Ethan, with a worn guitar slung over his shoulder, stands at the door claiming he knew Tom from the war. He says they played music together to survive, his voice soft but earnest. Lily's mother, still raw with grief, shuts the door, unwilling to trust this stranger. Yet Lily watches through the window as Ethan plays a familiar tune, one Tom hummed to her as a child. Hope flickers, but suspicion lingers. She fears another loss if she lets him in. Ethan leaves a note with the melody's chords, his footsteps fading into the summer dusk. Lily picks up her violin, her fingers trembling as she tries to match his notes, torn between curiosity and the pain of opening old wounds. Her mother remains silent, lost in her photos, leaving Lily to wrestle with this new presence alone. Months pass, and Lily avoids Ethan, her violin gathering dust. One day, while cleaning Tom's room, she finds a photo tucked in a drawer. Tom and Ethan laughing together in uniform. She confronts Ethan at the town square, her voice shaky. He admits Tom saved his life during an ambush, giving him the guitar before disappearing. Tears stream down Lily's face as she realizes Ethan's pain mirrors hers, his survival a testament to her brother's courage. She softens, inviting him to play again, though her grief still lingers. The summer sun beats down, casting long shadows as they sit by the creek, the photo a bridge between past and present. Her mother remains distant, unaware of this unfolding bond, leaving Lily to navigate her conflicting emotions alone. One humid evening, Lily invites Ethan to their home, her violin trembling in her hands. They play together, her strings weaving with his guitar, and her mother, drawn by the music, joins them, humming Tom's favorite tune. Ethan shares how Tom's songs kept him sane in the trenches, his voice breaking with emotion. Lily feels her brother's presence in every note, her heart opening to Ethan's connection to him. The summer night wraps around them, crickets chirping as the melody fills the room. Her mother's hum turns to soft sobs, a release of pent-up grief, and Lily realizes this music might heal them. She glances at Ethan, seeing not a stranger, but a link to Tom, her trust slowly rebuilding. Months later, Lily gifts Ethan a repaired violin string, a small gesture of gratitude, calling him uncle with a shy smile. Her mother, wiping tears, thanks him for bringing music back into their lives. They perform at a local fair, the crowd swaying to their duet, and Lily feels a warmth she thought was lost. Ethan shares stories of Tom's bravery, each note a tribute to his memory. The summer air is thick with applause, and her mother joins in, her voice steady for the first time. Lily sees a family reborn, not replacing Tom, but honoring him through this new bond. The music binds them, a thread of healing woven through their pain. A year later, on July 15, 2025, Lily, now 15, leads a concert for war veterans in Montana. Ethan and her mother watch from the front row, their faces proud as she plays Tom's song. The summer night hums with emotion, veterans nodding in recognition. Lily's violin sings of loss and love, her skill a tribute to her brother. After the performance, her mother embraces her, whispering Tom's name, and Ethan joins, his guitar adding a final chord. Their family, forged in music and memory, stands stronger. Lily keeps Tom's old pick, a reminder that healing comes through shared art, her heart full as the crowd cheers. Healing comes from embracing shared memories, teaching us that love can rebuild what loss takes away. Lily's journey from grief to connection with Ethan shows the power of openness. This emphasizes the value of accepting new bonds to honor the past, encouraging resilience and unity, offering emotional renewal through art. It's 3 p.m. on January 10, 2025, a frigid winter afternoon in an Oregon town. Clara, a 25-year-old with dark wavy hair, sits at her desk in Portland, juggling work emails when her phone rings. A neighbor's voice cracks through, announcing that her stepfather, Henry, has passed away in his sleep. peaceful, sudden, without a word. Shock hits her like a wave, and she abandons her tasks, racing to catch a bus home. Questions swirl. Is this a mistake? He was only 55. Why wasn't I told sooner? Arriving at the old house, her hopes shatter. The coffin is already sealed. She stands frozen, unable to see him one last time, her unspoken apologies trapped inside. The winter wind bites, mirroring the emptiness swallowing her as she steps into the silent home. Clara's mother died when she was 10, leaving her in Henry's care after he married her mom years ago. Henry, a carpenter with gentle hands, never raised his voice or forced her choices, always supporting from the shadows. When she started college at 18, he took night shifts at the mill to fund her tuition, his calloused fingers a silent testament. When she moved to Portland after marriage at 23, he drove her, tears in his eyes, stepping in where her mother couldn't. Yet Clara never called him Dad, always Uncle Henry, a barrier she maintained. Now, as she helps with his funeral on January 12, 2025, guilt gnaws at her, the winter snow piling up outside as she avoids his empty workshop, her heart heavy with regret. After the funeral, Clara tidies the house, planning to return to Portland. Her uncle Tom, Henry's older brother, offers to watch the place, and, trusting family, she hands over the key on January 15, 2025, promising to visit. The winter silence settles, but 6 months later, on June 1, 2025, an urge to return hits her. Arriving unannounced, she freezes at the gate. The house is dusty, cluttered with unfamiliar items, and laughter spills from within. Knocking, she faces her Uncle Tom and younger uncle, Mike, who moved in without notice. Tom shrugs. It's a family house. Anyone can stay. His tone dismissive. The winter trust betrayed by summer's reality. Tom and Mike gather relatives, filling the living room on June 2, 2025, proposing to sell the house and split the proceeds. Clara argues it was deeded to Henry by his father years ago, her legal right as his stepdaughter. But they counter she's an outsider, not blood-related. Henry left no will, so we divide it. We'll give you a share out of kindness, Mike says coldly. Clara feels cornered, her voice faltering as the room closes in. The summer heat stifles, and she clutches a photo of Henry, her only anchor. The house's fate hanging in a family she thought she knew, now strangers in judgment. As despair mounts, Clara's 6-year-old son Leo runs in, clutching an old phone found in Henry's room. He presses play, and Henry's voice emerges, frail but firm. This house is for Clara. She's my daughter in every way that matters. I want her to have a home, a place of our memories. Silence falls, the relatives' faces paling as the recording ends. Clara breaks down, tears streaming, realizing Henry's love endured even to his last breath. The summer sun filters through, warming the room, and Leo hugs her, his innocence a bridge to her forgiveness. The family disperses, leaving her with the truth of Henry's heart. Weeks later, on June 15, 2025, Clara restores the house, scrubbing every corner, her hands tracing her carvings. She plays his recording daily, each word a balm to her guilt. The summer breeze carries the scent of freshly cut grass as she plants flowers, honoring his memory. Leo calls him Grandpa Henry, a title she now embraces in her heart. The house, once threatened, stands as her sanctuary, its walls echoing with love. Clara vows to preserve it, a legacy of the man who raised her. Her regret turning to gratitude. Standing in his workshop, she whispers, "I love you, Dad." The silence now a comfort. Gratitude for silent sacrifices fosters family healing, teaching us that love transcends blood ties. Clara's journey from regret to acceptance reveals the power of recognizing hidden devotion. This underscores the importance of honoring a loved one's legacy, encouraging emotional growth and reconciliation, offering a profound sense of belonging.